Hello there, and welcome to another video. So today we're taking a look at another kind of unique slash custom vessel. This is Azrael's sword, which is the ship belonging to Alex Vong from the UC Systef questline. Alex is the pilot that you kind of meet when you first enter the Vigilance, and then he's a bit of a hard ass to you, but over time he kind of warms up to you if you side with the Systef. And this is a ship. It's a pretty interesting ship. I believe it's just a. I don't know if it is a custom. If there's anything unique, there might be something unique about it. But I believe it's based on the longsword design, the Deimos longsword. It's either the longsword or the broadsword. But because we're covering all the unique ships and stuff, this is one that I think a lot of people will be interested in. Again, you can't get this ship in game. You'll either fight alongside it. If you side with the Systef, or you'll fight against it if you side against the Systef in the Crimson Fleet questline. So if we take a look at it, it's a purely Deimos vessel, everything Deimos. It's got some decent weapons though. So we look at the stats, it's got a fuel of 50, which is pretty low, but then this is meant to kind of... This is one of the few ships in the game that operates as like a true fighter. It's always kind of docked to the mothership of the Vigilance when not in combat. It's got a hull of 800, 799, which is it's pretty okay for an A-class vessel. It's got a cargo capacity of 200. That's just the default with the captain's quarters, or the cockpit. It's got an A-class reactor with 26 power. I think that's a Stellarator reactor. It's got a crew of 4, a jump range of 26 light years, shield of 715. It's got particles, ballistic, and missiles. It's got 2 particles there mounted on top of those spine pieces on each of the wings. It's got a single ballistic weapon on the top, and then it's got a missile pod underneath. So the price of this is going to, if you want to build it, it's probably going to cost you around 180k, 200k, potentially without perks. So yeah, let's check it out. So all in all, it's a pretty cool ship. And this is one of the... Oh, my menagerie of companions are coming. One of the things with these kind of vessels... Oh, I've got one on. One of the kind of the things with these vessels is, when you do the Crimson Fleet questline, is you don't get really... Ooh, what the hell? You don't get a reward for completing it in terms of a ship, which is a bit of a letdown, considering... I mean, Starfield ships are kind of one of the coolest parts of Starfield. So just looking at this ship and how, like, it's pretty Bob standard for a UC vessel, but it would have been nice to get a variant of it. You know, maybe like a unique color scheme. Because if you side with the Crimson Fleet, you get the ability to purchase a unique ship called the War Dog. Is it the War Dog? Or Warhound, I think it is. Hellhound. Right, so in we go, anyway. Into the Deimos vessel. We got the Deimos Belay. I like the name. I'm not sure... I'm assuming it's a biblical reference, but the only Azrael I know is one of the Warhammer 40k, the Dark Angels, I believe, or the Blood Angels. No, it's the Dark Angels. They're the green ones. So we have a 1x1 companionway, docking port on the top and the bay on the bottom, which is very nice. Off the side here, we have a weapon workbench, which again, really nice to have. Got all of our accoutrements, research lab, spacesuit workbench, weapon, and industrial. And then if we come through here, we have a control station, which again, very handy to have. If we go back over here, do we have a what's this, captain's course? All in one berth. This is probably this is a 3x1. This is a 3x1, interesting, okay. Wait, why would this... What? Ah, okay, interesting, okay. So this is probably one of the best interiors on a ship I've seen. Like, obviously, you could cut this 3x1 and put a captain's quarters here, and you have kind of all your essentials. You got your crew stations, got everything. So yeah, let's really quickly head to the bridge, and as usual, we got the Deimos bridge. I was never really a huge fan of it for a kind of a larger ship cockpit. Prefer a fighter; it fits amazingly, or a dropship. So let's take it into space and see how ship performs. Like I said in my previous video, I do apologize if I sound a bit off. Currently nursing a flu. Right, let's take her off. As always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5, so for the sake of this review, we're not going to be making use of 5 power. I think the only real negative I would see to this ship is the fuel is low, but then realistically, because this is attached to a mothership, it's not meant to go far without, you know, its escort, or it's not its escort, but it's kind of support vessels. So really quickly, we're gonna pump a little bit more. We're gonna pump our shields up. Okay, perfect. So, oh, we've okay. I'm gonna pull from the grav drive, put points in the particle. Perfect. Okay, so we have enough for everything, and then one in the grav drive. So weapon-wise, we've got our 2 particles there, single ballistic cannon, and missiles. So all in all, very good complement of weapons. Base speed is probably going to be 150 because we're using those A-class engines. Boost speed's probably going to be around 600 realistically. Yeah, 600. Ignore the boost thingy. I apologize. I have God mode on. Let me really quickly There we go. Let me try that again. I have I have God mode on just because I was fiddling with stuff earlier, so we'll try that boost again. There we go. But it's gonna cap out around the same. Around 600. Yep, just about 600. Pretty nice. Quick little agility test. It's not the most agile. Not bad. I'd say it's average, like a 5. And then again, it's about a 5. Alright, so we're gonna head down to the planet and we'll show you how to build it. Alright, so we've got it split down into 3 sections. The top here, we've got a Deimos Cowling 4, Deimos Hull A with an equipment plate, and on top we've got a single Dangan WRF autocannon from Shinigami. A-class, 1300 range, 6.65 fire rate, 17 hull damage, and 3 power. I'm actually starting to really like these autocannons, and I wish there was like a higher tier variant. I don't believe there is. Let me see. Yeah, so they go up to A-class. I don't think... Do Shinigami make any more B? Let me see. I mean, I suppose they do. They've kind of the railgun is the next up, but like that's not really the same thing. But yeah, anyway. So then off to the side here, mounted on 2 Deimos spines on each side, we've got 2 PBO-50 auto proton beams from Ballistic Solutions Incorporated, A-class, 3899.99 range, 6.65 fire rate, 15 hull and shield damage, and 4 power. The back here we have a 100 DP Docker top from Deimos, 3 hull. And then off to the side we have a deflector SG-50 shield generator from Sexton Shield System, A-class, 7 power, 715 shield. Behind that we have the 380T Stellarator reactor from Amidon, A-class, 26 power, 2.09, I don't know why I'm reading that, sorry, 715 hull. The back here we've got the M10 Ulysses Helium-3 tank from Dogstar, B-class, or not B-class, 50 grav, sorry, 50 fuel. The sickness is getting to me. We've got 4 of these Deimos radiators, 2 on each side, and at the back we have the Deimos tail A's. This time they're meant to be here. That's a slight joke to the ship competition last week. Middle of the vessel, we have the DS-10.1 Phobos cockpit from Deimos, 200 cargo, 2 crew. Behind that, we have a Deimos control station 2x1. We have a Deimos workshop 2x1, a Deimos companionway 1x1, and a Deimos all-in-one berth 3x1. We've got 2 Ares DT50 engines from Panoptes, A-class, 2 power, 12,400 engine thrust, 2430 maneuvering thrust. We have a Helios 300 grav drive from Deepcore, A-class, 9 power, 23 jump thrust, which gives us 26 light years. And then we've got 2 Deimos Hull A's here. We've got 2 Deimos wing A's, 1 starboard, 1 port, and then we have 2 Deimos braking engines here. On the bottom of the vessel, we've got a 120 LD landing bay from Deimos, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 320 CB landing gear from Deimos, 3 thrust each, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 Deimos Skeg Bs, 2 Skeg Bs and a Skeg A. So all in all, this is a pretty interesting vehicle, or vessel. I would definitely I feel like this, if you like Deimos, I would recommend you kind of building a variant of this because it's kind of perfect. Like I said, it's based on the longsword or the broadsword. Now, I don't normally recommend or don't normally talk about upgrading these sort of ships, just because it's a unique ship. But I think that it's a ship that if somebody is looking for that kind of Deimos vessel, this is what to do. So one of the things I would recommend, just some quick upgrades, I would remove this helium-3 tank, and I would replace it with this bad boy here. This 500T helium that gives you a little bit more jump range. Now, your mobility does drop a little bit, so what I would recommend doing is, let me see, obviously, if you're using the merge techniques, you could just merge in 2 more of those engines. What is it? Is it 50 or 60? Okay, no, we can upgrade. We can upgrade the engine. We can upgrade to the 60s, which would give us 85, and then if you wanted to merge one more inside there, you could. It would give you 100. Obviously, your jump range would kind of drop a little bit. Now, when it comes to the kind of the up top here, you see how we have the Deimos Hull A, and then you have the 100 DP Docker. We can remove these really quick, and then we can place 2x1 up here, and we can set that as the not the workshop, sorry. We can set that as the captain's quarters. And then for the Docker, we can put the Docker on the, let me see. We can put the Docker on the bottom. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move this here. See these two Hull A's, we're going to remove them, and we're going to add some companionways here like so. Companionway up there, and then we're going to put the fuel tank underneath like so. And then now up here we can put our docking port under DP Docker like so, and then Bob's your auntie. And weapon-wise, are perfect as is. Like I said, the ship is perfect as is for like what its intended role is. But obviously, if you wanted to kind of make it more, I'm gonna move that back a bit. This is just if you want to upgrade it, because like I say, I would definitely recommend if you're kind of new to the game and you're looking for an early starter ship and you really like Deimos vessels, I'd base it off of this one. It's good weapons, good armor, good everything. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.